Let's see if this is working. Testing, hello. Alright. It's working on one of either Twitch or YouTube. If it's not working on Twitch, someone let me know. Okay, it's working on Twitch. Is it working on... Oh, yeah, it is. But it's like, YouTube is very delayed. It's alright. That's okay. I'm going to close this Blender thing. Oh, the old one's not deleted. Let's delete that. And let's continue. So the problem here... Where was the error? Yo, what's going on, Snotty? How you doing, dude? Let me go to OBS, actually. Easier to see the chats over there. Alright, continuing with equipment, which I've been working on way too long, but that's okay. I redid my base items dictionary stats thing, so it should be a little bit better in the future. More efficient, at least. You know, just like I said, I didn't work on the game as much as I wanted to over the weekend, but I still got quite a few hours into it. I didn't finish all that I wanted to finish. Obviously, if I did, then I would be in the next part already. But yeah, this overhaul is it's definitely finding a lot of inefficiencies that I'm fixing, but it's taking way too long. I want to be able to actually update the game. Soon. All right, let me find the actual problem here, because I thought I had an error before. Okay, I need to drop a weapon specifically. So all the other drops work. Wow, this is... Really? Oh, wait, no, I did drop a weapon. Okay, cool. So... Okay. I dropped a weapon. Now I have to take a look at the inventory. Alright, update item. So this is actually where I'm going to get into an issue in base items again, where the use inventory still uses the old version, which I'm going to have to change. But I think I have to change this by creating another dictionary in stats. Where is it? Not player stats. Stat values. Yeah, the description. So here we have max HP. Maybe here. Cur HP is equal to restores or restore space. Okay, and then cur MP is equal to restore space. And if I do that, I think the rest of this should be pretty simple, actually. Chair I can ignore for now, because chair is going to be overhauled later. Do I even need to do this? No, for potions is going to be a lot easier. I updated the equipment because the equipment is going to be really, really annoying to update later, but potions, it's not going to be that annoying to update later because there's only going to be a few different kinds of potions, like the HP potions, the MP potions, then like the different stat modifying potions. But it's not like equipment where there's going to be like 10 or 20 different kinds of each equipment at least. So if I need to update potions later, it's not the biggest deal. The problem is the visuals of the inventory, which is running into an error. Item text is not a valid member of image label. Unsure. But where was this? Module client inventory 41. 41. Module client inventory. Well, it's not 41, that's for sure. No, it is. It is. Okay, new image, item text. So new image. Dot name. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. I did. Oh, you mean last week? Yeah, that was last week. That was insane. I appreciate that, man. I have no idea. Yeah, all these goals down here are automatic. Actually even the follower goal. This is like a weird situation because I've been removing bot followers. Recently, I haven't really seen any bot followers, or rather, they haven't been flagged as bots yet. Um, but yeah, I haven't really looked into updating these goals. But yeah, the bits are great. I'm gonna leave that up though. It's gonna be you cannot shear your own. Yeah, I know. So all the goals were automatic. Maybe I should update the goal with the actual goal. I don't know. No, I feel like that would be too demanding. I'm not gonna do that. I don't even know if I should have a cheer goal. Very, very marketing. Much wow. Anyway, in the game, we go new image equals W. Base item image. Okay, so we clone, we parent it to the backpack. We make the actual image of this blank, which honestly I'm pretty sure it should be blank in the first place. But that's fine. Oh, okay. I know why this is here. It shouldn't be. Pretty sure it shouldn't be. Is there any other place I have item text? Hover enter. Yeah. So item text can be removed from here because I removed item text generally. The problem is I actually have to add item text to what's it called, the use and the miscellaneous items specifically, because item text is false there because the idea is this is Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. I added here already. So yeah, that was. I have no idea why that was still there. I guess it's because I couldn't test it yet because I didn't have equipment available yet. All right. So I see the item, wooden staff with the nice blue little circle there. That's cool. That's cool. Attempt to index number with description. Yep, that's fine. I got that. A module client inventory 74. Item stats is equal to item table dot stats. Yep. If item stats, then for j comma w in item stats, it's going to be stat comma value stat value part of me thinks this doesn't even have to be here, but I'm going to keep it here for now just because it should be a slightly faster lookup, right? Should be. So the description that I removed will only be applicable when I have the hover effect done. Oh, actually the hover effect is kind of done already. It's just right. Oh, wait, no, this has to be okay. Okay, no, this is great actually. I have to go into stat values. Oh, this is where it becomes kind of awkward actually. Because I have the set attributes. Oh, no, it's going to be order and then value. And then I don't care about the stat anymore. Okay. So we're going to do self.modules.module shared stat values. Yep. Dot order table dot find. This is the haystack, and we're trying to find stat. And the value is going to be fine. Ha. Local stat value module. Stat value module. Oh, I never pasted it there. So set attributes. Oh, whoa. Close parentheses. Wait, no, there's no reason to have it close. Oh, I see what happened here. That was awkward. Awkward. So with the stat value module, we're grabbing the order. So this is going to be the number, and then the value here is going to be stat value module dot description stat concatenate with value. Yep. This applies for everything though, right? This is not just equipment. So what we're gonna do is actually take this out. Local val is equal to that, but stat sub, what is it, 1 comma 4, I think, is equal to cur and else, or not else, or, there you go. Hey, what's going on, Henry? I'm gonna concatenate this with stat sub 5 comma negative 1. Sad? Why are you sad? I'm streaming. You should be happy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What's going on, man? Why are you sad? People are meanies. Just keep in mind, sometimes you're the meanie, so be careful what you say. I've seen you posting stuff. Rules for thee, but not for me. Yo, what? I'm not. What do you mean I'm not helping half the time? Most of the time. What do you mean I'm not helping most of the time? Actually, is this still... Okay, I'm going to go into the actual item to find out what's going on here. Oh, there's an error. That's why. That makes sense. Concatenate nil with number. Is it SPD instead of speed? I'm pretty sure it's SPD instead of speed. Oh, do I? What are your coding problems? When have I solved your coding problem before? You're a coding genius. Why do you need my help? Never. Exactly. So what are you talking about? Yeah, it is SPD. Okay, we have another issue. Argument 1 missing or nil. Oh, SPD again, of course. Of course. No clur. Confusing me here. Hey, look at that. I've got equipment back. After 2.5 weeks or so, I've got equipment back. And now all of the equipment stats are in a very specific order. And you can only have 4 stats. Also, in this testing environment, all equipment that drops is a relic. So I'm just going to get a bunch of relics right now. Oh no. Not enough inventory space to pick up this item. Why? I've got issues. No errors. Module server data store update. Attempting to pick up. Guess we have the base item. Cool. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute here. Alright, that I have to go back to data store updates. I thought I got rid of some of this stuff. Return true A. Oh no. So let me take a look at all the falses here and see if there are any other places where false returns that message. All right, A just can't return false usually, so that's fine. Okay, I see. So what I'm going to do here is in the game message dictionary, when I find it, I'm going to create another game message thing. 0000 is equal to unknown error. False. And where was the other one? Okay, so it's going to be E1234, I believe. Over here, we're going to do return false E0001. All right, go back to it. Where is it? Remote event. False E0001. Game message error nil. Okay. And now, instead of having this remote event called game message, I still want to have a remote event called game message, actually. You talking about yourself or something? What's going on, man? Aren't we all kids in the eyes of the Lord? I joke, I kid. Alright, so we've got self, new, message type, type object, message code, extra. Client pickup. So if it's false, so else if bool is equal to false, then new else becomes an error. So it goes error. Still type object. So normally it would have been what? Error nil E001. So we can do nil inv. I'm going to change inv to check to make it more realistic, or to make it make more sense. Okay. But the next actual problem here is that for some reason this is returning this in the first place. The fact that it returns it in the first place is a problem. So why is it not seeing the second place? So for I, all right, print I. Print that, okay. So that part actually works. All right, cool. We got the problem again. Attempting to pick up. Wait, this is data store updates. So this is actually after here, okay. BOE, all right, 1. It only printed 1. Oh, because I returned false. Oh, jeez. Okay. So what I'd have to do here actually is move this return false lower. So that's all that was happening. I did this too early. Because the idea is it iterates through all of these. If one of them is nil, then we go here and we return true anyway. If none of them is true, then we can go to false. Also, I'm going to get rid of all of these. This is useless information for me at this point. All right. Now, I'm going to get rid of this because this is going to iterate a lot if I don't. I'll get rid of these two because I'm pretty sure this is going to work this time. Get rid of all of these. Neato. Next. Oh my gosh, I just... Bug. Game bugging. Wait a minute, what? Nil. Unknown error. Well, that's weird. I got the same staff because I forgot to delete it. And I haven't implemented the drop feature again yet. All right. So unknown error. Unknown error means it got all the way to the bottom here. Oh, I should have stayed in there to take a look at the actual stuff. Okay. My bad. Also, yeah, the model has to be destroyed, actually, before I even put in this stuff. So, yikes. I guess after. Model destroy. There you go. Let's close out of that because I don't want to be picking up a million of the same item. So, yeah. Why is the bow not working? Oh, wait, I probably should check base items to see. Base items. Bow. Well, that's the sword. Spear. Staff. Bow. Honestly, it kind of looks fine to me, so let's find out. Sword is working, and staff are working. What? Okay. That's... Oh. Okay. So, that has to be fixed. It's not update item. It's I have to clear things. So load inventory. Where's the initialize thing? Initialize. Enabled connect. And then also all of the hover stuff. Leaf hover. All right, so it is load inventory. So let's go up to load inventory. Hey, what's going on, iDev? Okay, so this should technically work already, no? Or was I getting an error? Oh yeah, I guess I was getting an error and I didn't realize it. Okay. That makes sense. Module client inventory 75. It's up here. 75. I am not aware of that, no. I haven't really looked into voice chat yet. Sorry. All right, attempt to index number with sub. Oh, this is because I changed things. Okay, yeah, that should be actually kind of fine. But I have to change all of these then. Where, oh where? Here they are. Use inventory. Get rid of the description too, I guess. There's quite a few crazy things changing here. Freeing up a bunch of lines of code, even though this is just a dictionary. All right, chair, I'm going to leave that like that because chair is, again, going to be its own separate thing. Miscellaneous don't have stats. C inventory. This, I think, does need to be like this. This is going to be awkward, actually. It's going to be very awkward. Oh, but this is contents. Okay, contents is different from stats, so this is fine. This is fine. All right, so that should be good. What happens here is we get that jazz. I will have to update the actual the use item function. Oh man, what do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, that's an easy one. I just have to add, this is 15 is going to be cur HP, and 16 is going to be, or actually no, it's going to be 98 and 99, just in case I add more stats. I'm never going to add that many stats, but you know, that's why I put them on the bottom. Cur HP, cur MP. Okay. We go. Oh, come on. Table of find stat value module. Stat. I guess I'm gonna have to print because I'm confused about that one. Module client inventory 77. Here we go. Let's print stat current value. Order. Sure. Current HP. Argument 1 missing or nil? Did I not save? That's very possible. Let's see, 25 seconds ago. No, I saved. Cur HP, cur MP. I can't use... Oh my gosh, that's so aggravating. Alright, it's fine. I just have to change these to 15 and 16. I can't have them be out of order. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, now it'll work. It's because of how they handle table... Oh, geez, sorry about that. It's because of how they handle table.find. Oh, but there's still an error. It's a different error, though. Attempt to concatenate nil with string. Oh, stat value module. Wait, description. Stat. So value is clearly there. Description. Oh, for MP. Okay. I put an extra E there, as if I was actually spelling current instead of just leaving it C-U-R-R. That's okay. Simple things like that. There you go. Attaboy. Fantastic. Oh, I have to actually see what this shows, though. Oh, I have to have a space after the number. Over here. Concatenate, space, concatenate. Alright. Mildly aggravating, but that's okay. Try that again. Restore 50 HP, restore 25 MP. I should probably make effects like nothing. Meaning, like, get rid of effects because the mushroom caps wouldn't have effects, really. I mean, these are stats here. There's effects here. Let's do that. This is going to be in the hover in inventory client, but in the hover, wherever that is. Hover enter. Here we go. Stats or effect and stats. This is U and effects. Or although I will do one more. Or this is going to be C. It's going to be contains. Yeah, all of the items that go into the quote-unquote cache inventory are going to be use items that you... It's going to contain other items. So if you get like an experience coupon, it's going to contain an experience coupon. And when you use it, then you get the coupon, and that coupon you can change. You can trade. Does that make it not super free to play? I mean, I think it's perfectly free to play. It's fine. It gives people a little bit of an edge if they spend some Robux, sure, but I don't mind a little bit of an edge. All right, C and contains. So this should be good now. Stats, effects, blank, amazing. Oh wait, no, let me go back. Let me go back to the original issue I was trying to solve. Trying to pick up a bow and it not working. Let's see. Let's try to get a bow. Oh, wait. Alright, so I finally got a bow that I can't pick up. Also, whenever I pick up, whenever I pick that up, it actually removes things. That's really annoying, actually. Let's go to module client pickup. Update inventory is at the top over here. Or, right? Update inventory. Okay, that's update item. Load inventory. This is the bottom now, so that's... Oh, update inventory is up here. And this is the one that goes into update item. Oh. This is what's doing it. Location, local sign, image label. Why did I destroy this again? Also, is this used anywhere else? No, I don't even know why I'm using this. That is so confusing. Alright, what is going on? So, we just added this to the table, sure. Grabbed the base item. Double sure. Okay, let me find out exactly why I was trying to destroy the image label. I feel like there might have been some kind of method to my madness, but maybe not. Okay, I think I see why. I think I see why. If I go into GUI, inventory, the first spot, yeah, I've got like 8 of them here, 6 of them, whatever. So we've got update item here, inventory update item. Local location is equal to that. Location, find first child, image label. Old label. If old label, then old label destroy. Okay, and then we can just say location. I probably can just do this. Get rid of a reference. Yo, I picked up a bow somehow. How? So we're going to do this again. Go into player GUI, inventory 1. Cool. There should only ever be one main image label in an area. Now let me try to find another bow. There's another bow. I can pick it up now. I don't think I changed anything on the server, so I don't know why I can pick it up and I couldn't pick it up before. Oh, you know what? Maybe there's a stat that weapons can have? No, I don't think so, because the other weapons would have had the same problem. Look at all of these ridiculously rare items. Yikes. Okay, yeah, swords are more likely to drop here. That makes sense. Attack cooldown strength. Okay. Did I get lucky and get a lot of stats on any of these? Kind of. Not super, super lucky, but that's okay. The max is 50% anyway, so it doesn't matter. Pretty sure this didn't error out at all. I didn't see any red. Let me just take a quick little scroll. Yep, don't see anything. So, next is to actually get these to work. Because right now, I can't even move them within the inventory. So let's start by moving them in the inventory and also dropping. I'm going to create a new drop function actually, because I don't like, I don't know if, I don't think I want to use the same drop function as regular. It's going to be function self dot player drop. And we'll do the player that dropped it, item ID. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that if you drop an item, there's a 5-second window, or like a 1-second window where you can pick it back up really quick if you want, without having other people pick it up. Yeah, okay, so item ID. Area is... I can make area based off of the player's area, which is fine because I already have the player there. And amount. Or item table. Which would include the amount. Actually, I don't even need the item ID if I have the item table. So yeah, I just need the player and the item table. The player will have, obviously, the player's user ID and the area. And the item table will have the item ID, the amount, and all the stats, all that jazz. So, yep. Right, I'm gonna sit down for a bit, 1 sec. Hey man, thanks for the subscription. Just saw that. Also, just kind of finished sitting down. I was trying to get the dog in too, but I guess that's not gonna work out. So getting the player drop formula here. I kind of want to just copy the regular drop formula and then change it as necessary. All right. Module shared toolbox. I have a feeling I'm not going to need this. This is going to be, let's do this. Local item ID is equal to item table dot ID. Okay, that cleared up a bunch of red underlines. Next, Where's the countdown? Oh, the countdown's all the way at the bottom. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Player countdown is equal to 5. Type. C type. Okay. Countdown type. All right, we do countdown type. I want this to only really impact the first time. So it's going to be countdown type is equal to nil, or is equal to, let's say, player, and self dot player countdown or self dot countdown. Okay. So now we go to this countdown here and say player. I'm not going to do new drop players. Toolbox, new instance. This is going to be, I is just going to be player. Player.user ID, I believe. .user ID. Oh, this is for miscellaneous and use items. Is there amount is going to be item table dot amount. All right, now we keep going. E. So E is going to be very different. The beginning is probably going to be the same. This is all just what it looks like in the overworld. Oh, here we got the same thing here. Player table. I really probably should just make this appear in one place. I guess the problem is the model itself. Wait, the model itself is up here. Alright, here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take a look at this and see if this also appears down here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to move this. This shouldn't be here then. But this applies down here too, into the actual drop function formula, whatever. 1, 2, and 3. Yep. Yeah, let's change that then. Let's grab this. Or rather, grab all of these. Oh, wait, no, it is the model. The model is the problem. Yo, that's so annoying. Can I do it afterward? It's like after all that stuff. If, yeah, like down here. And this way I can just get rid of all of this stuff. Yeah, like almost all of the acorn thing is just that. So that makes sense to get rid of it. We have it right over here too. Okay. Easy. Now the problem is I have to do the same thing here. Do player.user ID. Yep. Just get rid of this. Now, item ID will never be A. You can't drop acorns like this. Sorry, no getting around the soon-to-be implemented trade tax. It's very important for an economy of the game to have one, unfortunately. Although it is kind of also important to make sure you change the trade tax based on what's going on currently in the game. And I'm pretty sure most games don't do that, so what do I know? You can just get rid of this. I already got rid of the player folder. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Which I didn't get rid of this apparently. Now I did. Okay. So all this jazz is done over here. Yeah, we have the area, but let me save this, go here, and I think it's just capital area, right, for the player. Go look up player area. Yep. Let me test one thing out. Let me go here. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So this actually has to be player get attribute area, but I also need to make sure that when I first log in, this area has something there. Meaning it has to be none specifically, because otherwise I don't want things to be messed up because it's some weird thing. Actually, it would actually make more sense to do this up here in like a P call. Item ID too. Yikes. Local bool item ID player area is equal to P call function. Return item ID player area if bool is not equal to true, or item ID is equal to nil, or player area is equal to nil, then return and player area. Same thing here. This is going to be player user ID. Player user ID. Item amount is going to be item table dot amount. Okay, looking good. So I need to do all of these things though, right? Item ID. Item amount. Player user ID. Cool. Then we do all this jazz. Okay, so this just gets the model basically over here, right? Yep. The model name, and the image label stuff for the ring specifically. For everything else, it's a different kind of thing. Oh, it's actually the clone. Right, okay, right. Stat folder. Actually, let me go back up here for a sec, because this can be different. Item table ID. I don't need item amount. So this, ideally, these are all items made by the server in the first place, so there should never be an issue with like the stuff inside these tables. Also, guess yeah, I need a specific way to show these. So it would be item table dot amount. Is there any other place I need item ID? Oh yeah, I need item ID everywhere. Oof. So the problem, I'm trying to think of ways the player could mess with this, if they could inject anything really, or if they could like pass anything through here. So I think what I'd actually have to do is I'd actually have to get the base item here too. And the players, all the player stuff that I need, yeah, I need to bring it here. But also let's do actually, where is the base item? Alright, I'm gonna have the base item up here just as a check for the UNV, or sorry, the M. For the E, it will I will need it in the anyway, but B item or B item then, because if B item exists, then I don't care too much about anything else. So here's what we're gonna do. Local inventory is item ID sub 1 comma 1 inv. Oh, it's item table dot ID local e type or type I type is equal to local ID is equal to that ID sub what was that E where's the base items? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be the same everywhere else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 7, negative 1. Local item ID is equal to ID sub 1 comma 6. Item type and inventory. Instead of doing that kind of inventory, Actually, for all of these, I could do that probably. It's not used anywhere else, really. And then item ID. Okay. Alright, anything else after here, though? Or is there anything else I should do instead of this? I think it's fine, honestly. There's no other place. There's like 2 places I use that. B item is only really used in equipment, which I guess kind of makes sense. It's like not like you have to use any effect, whereas for the equipment you would need to get the base stats. Is the base item used here? Yes, it is. Oh, that's just to get the handle, though. Gotcha. Okay, I got the stat folder. Okay, this is actually where I can probably deviate from the rest of the code, because the rest of it is creating stuff. Few things I need here. I'll just grab these bottom things, which is honestly probably all I need. For index comma value in, it's gonna be, this is just gonna be item table dot stats. Do index value, and it should be all the same stuff in the stats folder. Space is going to be item table dot space. Total cost is going to be item table dot cost. Oh, this is awkward. Tier. Why does it only say 0 here instead of tier 0? But like, it's not necessarily tier 0. I mean, it is necessarily tier 0 because I only have tier 0. Or is this actually something else that I kind of messed up, because now I think it's... Yeah, this is something I need to make sure I'm aware of. Tier... This tier is essentially star count. Okay. And also because of this, which I forgot until now, I have to go into my data store updates and make sure that when you pick up an item, the tier is recorded. When you pick it up, it should pretty much always be tier 0. unless you pick up a dropped item that was dropped by a player, in which case it'll be whatever tier they got it to. Upgrading tiers as of now is not in the game yet, but soon. Here. Tier is equal to model get attribute tier. Yeah, there's the inherent weapon tier, which is something different from the weapon tier. So, or the item tier. The item tier is going to be like the upgrade number. The inherent weapon tier is basically what class level, what class tier you're at. Refinement. I'm going to call it refinement. Because that just makes a lot more sense. I just couldn't think of the word when I did that yesterday or 2 days ago or whenever I think I did this before 2 days ago. No. All right. So we have all of this information already. Let me grab this information as well. Rarity item table dot rarity. Rarity stats cost space refinement. Rarity stats cost space refinement. I believe that is it. This is just getting so now the problem is, so I have this stuff, so I don't need that, but I do actually need the rarity module, because the color is going to be based off of item table dot rarity. There you go. Color key points, sure. Rare effect, sparkle clone, color key points, beautiful. So this actually I do need. Totally forgot that I would need that, so that's cool. Now, stat module, this, I don't need any of these. Don't need any of these. None of these. Yeah, none of these. That's it. So this is it for equipment if the player were to drop it. I have to make the rarity effects look better, but that I don't need to do that now. I'm not going to do that now. That's going to be an issue for either the live version or the beta. I made it 5, right? Yep. For the player countdown. Now let's actually do the drop. Data store updates. Item pickup is great. Item drop. So this is where we're going to update the actual data store part of the drop. And then making the drop fall to the ground is going to be handled by module server drops. Remote fire client player true drop inventory slot. Oh yeah, for some reason I was doing this weird thing where I would, well actually is item drop a, is item drop, oh it's a remote event. Ooh, okay, so this might be fine actually. And then depending on which one, yeah, okay. So I remember what I was thinking of when I was doing this, so this is fine. Before I do true drop, we're going to do self.modules.module server drops player drop, right? Let's make this capital. It's kind of bothering me. Yeah. For now. I'm sweeping a lot of dirt under the rug when it comes to things that I could do now versus, yeah. The thing is, it would take too much time, and I need to get the game out to a state where I would be comfortable actually advertising it more. And I'm okay with things like the rarity looking off, or the rarity looking not as dazzling as it could. Not the most important thing, probably. So player drop, it's player. And the item table is data store this data store dot value, get this here. That's the inventory type. Should be. What is this? Oh, there is no I. Okay. I is just item. Oh, wait. It's literally... okay. Data store value inventory slot. Okay, I don't even need this because I already have item. That is the item table. So that's going to happen there. Before that happens, I have to remove it from the players table. So we do data store dot value inventory slot is equal to all right, this is where we are going to have some weird issues. Item. Okay, so we have the item there. The problem is I can't just have it like this. I need to create a copy of a table. Local I is equal to table, for I, comma, v in pairs do whoops tab, there you go, tab I is equal to v. All of these i's have to change to tab. Alright, cool. So this way, now this is a completely, this item is now a completely new table. And so we can get rid of the reference here now. Which would be done by... Oh, right. No. Be done there. So now we nil that out. This item is completely separate from this, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, let's try to drop. Let's do it. Oh, wait. Actually, before we do that, that's not going to end well, I can tell you right now, because there is no place where I set the position. So over here, what happens in the new place, we anchor it here, which is fine, and I'm pretty sure we anchor it up in the other area too. But I don't see any C-frame things here because I'm pretty sure I moved the C-frame to the, not the monster tab, the other one. That's fine. To the area tab, or the area module. Here let's take a look. Check active, spawn table. On, oh, sorry, it's on died. It would be on monster died. Right, here we go. Okay, so we have num drops. Oh, this should totally be in a different place. Oh man, this should totally be in drops. Do I have services here? Yeah, okay. So are services used anywhere else? Yes. I really want this to be in drops because it kind of makes more sense to have the item drop parabola in the drop folders. We're going to do function self item drop parabola, and over here where it's red now, it's going to be self.modules.module server drops, I believe. dot item drop parabola. Okay. What was the target C frame again? Target C frame is base C frame. All right, base C frame is just the like where the monster's bottom is. Target C frame is going to be the it's like the offset of that essentially. Actually, is there a reason for this to be for this Y to be anything other than that? Because then this is and I'm really saying a lot with one and dropping my sentence midway. So I'm thinking the base C frame here. This is supposed to be essentially where the monster died, not really taking into account the Y positioning, because it only looks at basically where the monster's the bottom of the monster's foot is. But I don't really care about this particular Y positioning as long as the target C frame, as long as the Y positioning here is near the X and Z and also on the platform that the monster was located at, essentially. Okay, I don't need to do any scramble ranging for player drops. I should do something where if items drop and are deleted, that would be in drops actually. That would be in the cooldown or the countdown of drops. So let's say oh yeah, I already do the if. So this is actually this should already be accounted for. Again, looking at this, so base C frame, I'm gonna make it just the player. So it's just gonna be the player's humanoid root part C frame is gonna be the base C frame. Target C frame is gonna be humanoid root part C frame. I'm going to fire a raycast down. The parabola is going to be kind of awkward then, though, because I want the fall speed to be the same, not necessarily the amount of time it takes to get there. I'm also thinking, would it be cool? This would be later. This would be later, but would it be cool to make it so when items drop, they actually are shown in front of wherever the player would be standing, so you can see all the items to some degree? I mean, the items would still be able to overlap each other, so it's not like it would be perfect. But it would avoid people just like getting in front of items and you not being really able to see anything. Although once I put pets into the game, that'll completely solve that issue anyway. Because the pets will just go for an item if it's there. That's another question of what pets do I want? So I don't. I kind of want I kind of want the starter Maple Story pet too, because I don't think that's a very typical Roblox pet. I think I'd shamelessly use that as well. So I'll just have to make a pet snail. The starter Maple Story pet, the pet snail. Actually, I don't even think they use the pet snail as the starter Maple Story pet anymore. I think they changed it to something else. It's like some kind of weird other creature. So I think using a pet snail is going to be fine. Yeah, if Bob gets on, I'll ask him to make me a pet snail. That's what's going to happen. Pet snail away. That'll be like the tutorial snail that lasts for a short period of time before it runs away. And that's gonna be that'll be one of the jokes in the beginning of the game. The snail ran away from you. I'll be right back. One sec. Sorry, dog's having issues, so I'll be like 5-10 minutes. All right, I'm back. Dog is fine, I think, I hope. Just went outside. He wanted to mess around a little bit, and that's pretty much it. But he was dry heaving, so I didn't know what was going on. Anyway, back. What am I working on? So my issue here was the timing to reach the bottom would be different depending on where the character is. I hope so too. He's grooming himself right now, so he better be happy. All right. Let me turn the fan on a little bit for him, actually. All right, we go to... So what I'm probably going to do here is in the data store update, I'm going to do I'm going to perform a ray cast. Yeah, so I'm gonna do so before this is all true, local ray is equal to game.workspace, or is it world root specifically? I don't know. I haven't really done too many ray casts. Oh, so that's raycast result. World root raycast. I have to do world root raycast? Or is it just game.workspace raycast? Yeah, workspace. Raycast, it's gonna be origin has to do with the player, but I'm gonna make it come from the module. I don't feel like doing player.character BS. It's gonna be self.modules.module server player dot, let's go module server player where is it? Here it is. Or something like this. No, never mind. Here it is. Players, player.user ID, player instances dot humanoid root part dot position. And this is actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this. It'll be local base position, local or start position. That's what I'm going to do. Start position, end position. Start, end. Is equal to there. End is going to be end is not going to be set here. Actually, it's going to be set after the raycast. It's going to be based off of the raycast. Raycast start. Direction. Yeah, it's just going to be negative y-axis. So negative y, I think it's just negative 100. This would be in my toolbox, because I know I have like a specific kind of raycast in the toolbox. Yeah. Yep. Vector 3 dot new. Also, let me check in the game itself. What is it? Platforms. It would be okay. Everything in platforms. Gotcha. Local ray params is equal to raycast params dot new. Ray params dot filter descendant instances is equal to what is it? Game dot workspace dot platforms. Ray params dot filter type is equal to enum dot raycast filter type dot include. I'd only want those included. So we have the ray. Vector 3 dot new is 0, comma negative 5. I'll say, comma. I can do negative 7, I guess, and comma 0. Then it's going to be ray params. This should work now without erroring out, right? So then why isn't it? Alright, interesting. Where's the problem? I don't think it's in the raycast itself. If then end for return, we create new things there. It's not the raycast, right? No, it's not the raycast. That's what I thought. It shouldn't be this either. It is? Okay, it was the local end. Oh, because okay, I can't call it end. I have to call it end point or something. So I'll call start point. I'll call end point. Okay. Sure. This should be fine. Getting this should be fine. If ray, should we do it down here actually? If ray, then endpoint is equal to ray dot position. Or endpoint is equal to nil. There you go. now we do player drop item. We need the start and end point. Start point, end point. We go to drops. Okay, player drop. Start point, end point. Go to the bottom here. This is kind of confusing to me. Why is this here? Let's comment that out and see what happens in the game. Let's put this here now. So it's going to be new drop. New drop dot model root part dot c frame is equal to start point. This is going to be the model end point. Start point, end point. Okay. Let's check it out. Checking it out. All right, these things seem to be working now. Let's see. I mean, they were always working, so it's not like a shock. But let's see, what will this result in an error? Let's see. Oh, it's not resulting in anything, so that's a little bit concerning. Why is it not resulting in anything? It's not even trying to do this. This stuff was working last time. Oh, maybe it's because I'm trying to do it with equipment. There you go. Self modules, module server player. Oh, there's a capital L there. Ha. That's what I get for typing things out sometimes. This is still not going to work, no. Well, at least we can try to get this stuff to work. False drop. Why is it a false drop? Oh, I know why it's a false drop. Okay. Let's do the raycast. The raycast has to include The platform and the, where is it? Path, okay. Platforms, comma, game.workspace.path. Paths, okay. Let's try that again. Invalid argument number 1 in 2 pairs. Table expected got nil. Inventory slot. There's the value inventory. Why is that nil? Why is 2 nil? So the problem here is it was never brought to the server, it looks like. Yeah, they're not there anymore, so it worked. Kind of. They removed it from the inventory. Okay, so drops. Guess I just never parented it. So where is it parented otherwise? So we got... Here it is. New drop model parent, and we set it to drops folder. So we go to here, player drop. We already do it. We already do it here, so what's the problem? Man, that is concerning. Also, this probably can move out, right? This is self new, just making sure it's here somewhere. Yeah, everything is the same. So we're gonna do that. And same thing up here. Hey, what's going on, man? Okay. So that's really easy. Why is this not working? Why is it not working? I mean, it could be the raycast, I guess. Let's do print ray. Just to see if it's successful. Print endpoint. Or print start point, and then print endpoint. In drops we have, so we set the parent. Alright, with the additional prints, I'm gonna be okay with losing whatever I have anyway. It's fine. It's fine. And I can't drop weapons for some reason, but that'll be solved today. So let's go to, yeah, here. We'll drop that. Okay, so theoretically it should actually be here already. But there's nothing here. Yeah, false drop, obviously. Stop. So this is start point, end point. Then it goes to true drop. So on the client side, I just have to make it so that it updates the client side inventory, which is fine. But on the server side, I have to make it so it actually drops so I can pick it up again. Which is kind of strange that it's not doing it. It's probably some stupid error that I messed up on. You know what? Let's look at this. Let's look at this guy over here. Position of this thing is 761, 92, 1.3. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so it should have been somewhere there. It simply didn't want to drop there for some reason. And it is anchored. At least I'm pretty sure it's anchored. Yep. Man, do I have to do a bunch of these prints? It's so annoying. Alright. Print player, print item table, print start point, print end point, print item ID, print player user ID, print player area. Print B item. Alright. Let's pick some more stuff up so I can drop them. Cool. Sure. All of this stuff is fine. That's item type. Oh wait, is there an item ID sub 11 should be item type, which is here. That's either M or U. That makes sense. So new drop dot model is equal to the clone of that, which is what it is normally, so that's fine. And the amount is here. Okay, cool. Not even looking at E here. We're just looking at new drop dot model. Not even looking at E because it's not working anyway. We do print success. Yeah, sure. If it's like a game idea or anything, you can have Oh, you mean like this kind of thing? And I have parts of the map to give them a black outline. There's certain things that I do want to add a highlight to. I don't know if I want to do it for the actual like background to the map. Those kind of visual things, I think I'm going to take a look at later. I'm probably going to try to do something with that with the boss and see how it works out. And if it works out well, then I'll probably try to move it over. But like the kind of highlight I also like, I think is actually only really doable in Blender. So, because I'm pretty sure Roblox's highlight is kind of it doesn't do exactly what I want it to do. So I'd have to take a look and really get into the visual integrity of stuff. But I will take it as a suggestion. If you want, you can even write it in the Discord, because I have a game suggestions thing. I write my potential future games that I work on here too. Sometimes I have like 3 or 4 here. But yeah, I'll look into potentially doing something like that, just to make it pop out. There's been a few other things that I've done to make the monsters pop out a little more too, like the name tag thing. Like I added name tags to all the monsters. That was not there in the past. But yeah, no, I'll definitely look into adding that and see if it works. It should work. I don't see why it shouldn't. What I really need to figure out is what the thickness of the highlight should be, because sometimes thicknesses change across resolutions. Although I don't think it should change for that. All right, let's kill some things. All right, let's pick everything up. Let's go kill some scarecrows too, so I have some of the straw. Okay, now let's actually try to drop things here, see what happens. I mean, I know it's not going to work, but still. All right, it says it did work. Wait, what? Where's the... Oh. Okay, so let's do this. Print new drop. Play, okay. No, I'm just waiting here. What? I know it keeps trying to do it. I kind of want it to keep trying to do it, but because it keeps trying to do it, I have to assume that it's a Roblox issue. Yeah, it was a real. I don't. Whatever. I'm concerned that that will happen to people and they'll be pissed off at me. All right, here we go. It still didn't. I literally have this here. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. I am. Holy jeez. Okay. B item is equal to nil. That explains so many things. So, actually, before I do this, let me go into. Well, let me actually let me go back into it. I'll have to enter an area, leave an area, and then I'll fix the area problem afterward. Enter an area, leave an area. Okay, now let's go to miscellaneous. Oh, I dropped everything. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. Now we've got an error. cframe.new start point. That actually should work. Still haven't fixed the area issue. Oh, no, it actually did work. That's concerning. Hey, but I got it back anyway. Oh, these are supposed to be C-frames. Oh, no. Okay. All right, so it's going to be start point. Let's go back here. C-frame. Endpoint. cframe.new. Sure. If you don't mind it. No, it's fine. I've been trying to get this thing to work for like a little over a year now, which is kind of how long I've been coding for. Maybe a little longer. Module server data store updates. Oh, right, because it's supposed to be vector 3. Oof. So start point, not position. C frame dot new start point. Okay, we'll try that one. I think the real professionals do it a little bit differently than me, just because they know better, I guess. There you go. Hey, look at that. Now I can drop it, and it like jumps up a little bit. Maybe it jumps up a little bit too high, actually. Not really. The most experience I had was doing some VBA stuff on like, yeah, obviously on Excel, because that's what VBA is. But it wasn't too much experience. All right, so we finally got this working. Now let's try to get the equipment dropping. Whoa. It works. I'm confused. I mean, I think I understand what's going on, why it is half working. So if I drop this and I don't pick it up and I stop and I go back into the game, I believe I will no longer have it. If not, then that's weird. Yeah, I no longer have it. Okay, so now if I drop this and I pick it up, I now have it in 2 spots, except not really. Right, because okay, so these things specifically good. All right. I have to update, yeah, I have to update the inventory on drop. So let's do that. I didn't even have to do anything for the equipment. They just ended up working after I fixed the issues with the non-equipment. So this is fantastic. Just save all that stuff. Get rid of some of these prints over here. Man, Snotty, you're reminding me I have to add some more emotes. I'm gonna force my brother to help me with that because he's coming over soon. We can do that. No. I mean, I've been straight coding for a year though. Like this has been the main, pretty much the only thing I've been doing. Pretty much, I've been doing some other stuff, but not really. Like I've been aggressively doing this for a year, and it's like to learn the base stuff for like the loops and while and whatever. That stuff is like you can get it pretty easily. It's just there's like certain use cases for each, and maybe you might not be able to do certain for loops because of this thing or like there's like a difference between I pairs and pairs, but in reality it doesn't really matter anymore if you're just learning because you don't need to use either of them anymore. You can just ignore the pairs or the I pairs and it'll automatically make it pairs. Or it'll automatically make it I pairs if it's an array and it'll make it pairs if it's not. That's just like a Roblox thing now. They made it slightly simpler. Although I'm pretty sure it is still technically faster if you do put pairs or I pairs in there. I don't do it, as you can see, but I probably should start doing it. I do it sometimes. I do it when I remember to do it. Alright, so we've got... I need to... countdown, player drop, server updates. Item drop. So here's the thing with drop. I don't need this. I don't need to know. I don't need to have the. Actually, no, never mind. I think I do need to have something here. But it has to be. Here somewhere. So count down. Oh, I already put, so I already do this. I do this for this kind of drop too. And I add it. Okay, alright, I already do all this. So I don't have to touch this. I was thinking, oh, I might add the player ID to this, but if it's already doing it this way, then I don't have to do anything. Okay, so that's fine. Player drop. So I don't have to do this then, because it actually does everything in-house here. Where is the drop again? Click down. Here we go. Fire server. So it is an event. So we fire server. It's an event. Then what happens is go here. At the end, if it's all true, it fires client true drop inventory slot. We go true drop. This is client. So true drop. This is going to be at the top somewhere. Yeah. This doesn't do anything. Now it does. Inventory slot. Probably should be reversed, but whatever. No, I'm sorry, because inventory is the letter. Right? No, it's not. Okay. It's the full thing. Server inventories slot equals nil. All right, that should kind of just be it. Let's test it. I commented it out because I didn't actually want to be able to drop things yet, but now that I kind of want to be able to drop things, it don't matter. I have to check how fast are these mushrooms. Let me see. They seem a little bit fast, a little bit too fast. Monster stats. Let's highlight speed so I can see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're a bit fast. That's 20. Yeah, this was a test. It's supposed to be 12. Okay. They're back to where they're supposed to be. Anyway, let's test the drop. Ayo. How equips. All right, so it was working before. All right, so it works for the staff and the bow, but not for the sword. Interesting. Why? Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what could possibly be the reason for the staff and the bow to be droppable, but not the sword. Let me stare at this thing for a little bit. It doesn't even get to false drop. It does not, or does it get to false drop? Oh, false drop. Print, fault. Actually, no. It should actually get to false drop. Not the same way, but also next time I stop this, I might have to fix the area issue really quick because I'm gonna forget it and it's gonna be annoying. It doesn't even get to false drop. Yeah. Okay. No, it's that no, whenever it goes back into my inventory, it's because I pick it back up. Because I don't actually want to lose a bunch of things. I want to be able to test it back and forth. Um, the bug is for some reason I can drop staffs and bows, but I simply can't drop swords. It doesn't even give me a notification that it was true or false. So that means this isn't running, nor is this. Neither of the Fire clients thing is running. Oh, which I say this, but you don't know. Like I have a bunch of code back here. So this isn't running, nor this. Because if either of these two were running, I would have gotten a print, either true drop or false drop. And actually, false drop would have printed twice because this is already printed in the client master module. So it's hanging up somewhere. And I think what's happening is it's because the other two are dropping. I think it's succeeding here. This is successful. So it goes to the drop module. It gets to equipment. Let me check this out. Let's go to shared base items. Let me see the sword. Okay. Yep. No, I mean that's how I know they don't fire because I have prints here. These are the prints that tell me when they fired or not. And the answer is they didn't fire. They didn't they fire for the others but not for the sword for some reason. I know I could just do a bunch of prints around here. I guess I should print bool print item ID. Oh yeah, I guess if any of these were nil, then it would have returned and nothing would have happened. Actually, no, it should have still printed true. It'll mess up, but it'll... Okay, it's not going to be any of those, but I'll do it anyway. Okay. Now we go... It doesn't even get there. Oh, wait. There was no error that I missed, right? So that's one sword dropped. Okay, this is another sword that dropped. But now it's not dropping anymore. So they're dropping a single time. Alright, I've tried dropping every single sword now, right? Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, I have now tried dropping every single sword. Oh, you know what? Maybe... No, because the other things are fine. It's just the sword. Unknown error. Alright, let me take a look at this. Oh, well. Okay, well. It's not an unknown error. I know what the error is there. That error is basically the area thing that I'm gonna fix right now. So that's gonna be here. Module server player. Where is dead created? Up here. Area. None. Alright, so that issue is now solved. So let's see if this fixes this other issue. Actually, no, it wouldn't have. Shouldn't have. Okay. Right here. Okay. Let's try this. I'm going to go into players, player GUI, inventory. Everything is in backpack 1. Let's compare these two. Sword, relic, staff, relic, stats, stats. Here you go, server inventories. Good thing I have a bunch of these prints randomly across everything. Okay. I mean, this is looking kind of fine for me. Or to me. Did I make sure to add refine? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Let's look for another sword. Here you go. So we're missing refinement on this one, but that's fine. Here we go, a bow. This is so strange because there's no other difference here other than one's a sword and one's a staff or a bow. So it would have to be in the code somewhere that I can drop this over and over again, really. Now I can't pick it up. Okay, now I'm confused. Where's drops? Oh, here. So, server update. Where's item pickup? Model get attribute check. One, two, three, four, five. It's almost certainly check. Yep. Okay, so what happens here is when it's dropped. This is a completely separate issue, by the way. This has nothing to do with. This has nothing to do with the sword thing. At least I don't think so. Set attribute check. It's like new model, get descendants. Ah, here it is. Check. So I did do the update, I just did it incorrectly. Alright, now let's close out. Let's hyper focus on the sword thing. Let's try not to find any other issues. Although if I do find issues, I'll fix them. I'll fix them. Oh my gosh, it's getting kind of late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Now the check should be. Yep. I think I know the problem. Although I am kind of surprised the bow didn't have this problem. Oh, the bow. I don't have any bows to test it on. Destroy. Search and destroy. Alright, I still don't have any bows. I can't buy bows yet, right? Oh, I only have 1,000. I could buy 2, but I don't think the buying thing is working at the moment. Which is fine, it's fine. Oh, this is also going to error out completely, right? Oh, it's not. Interesting. I mean, I don't imagine it would actually let me buy anything, though, so I'm going to close out of that. This is the problem with making a game you might actually play yourself. You can get really into playing it by accident. Alright, so I think I know what the problem is here. This is a really dumb problem if that's the actual problem. Yeah, exactly. Exactly as I am. Well, not right now I'm working on it. Before, when I was just fighting things, I should have just not searched for a bow. I'm kind of happy I found one, though. Let's go with players. Player GUI. Go to inventory. What is that? 4, that's 15, I think. Yeah, so that is the problem. I thought the bow would have had more than one image, but I guess not. So the sword has multiple images. So it's not even the problem isn't anywhere in the drops formula. The problem is, well, technically it is, I guess, but it's in the client part. It is in the click down formula down here. The problem is I get the GUI at the position of the mouse, and the reason why I can sometimes drop a sword, which I could probably do it every once in a while. There you go. I just dropped a sword. Let me just try to drop it again. I can do it once in a while because sometimes the calculation is done a little late. So the image is sent back to the inventory before this is run. But a majority of the time this is run first. And the reason why it's different for the others is because the others only have one image associated with their image label, whereas the sword has two. And there's going to be other pieces of equipment that have way more than two, so I have to make sure this is solid. V is a image label. Do I really need to check? I don't think I need to check whether they are equal to their own image label. I think I can just check whether they are text or image labels. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. That might have been a big sound. So I think I can just do this, not an image label or a text label. Because the only real GUIs I care about are frames. Yeah, and this actually... Oh, wait, no. It might be bad. Let's test. All right, let's test. Yeah, it's bad. All right, so how do I make it so that I have to drag it off of the frame, even if the frame is transparent? So the issue here is the background here is an image label, and I'm checking to ignore image labels. But the image label is on top of a frame. The frame is just completely transparent. Good, good. There's quite a significant delay between what I'm talking and what you guys are hearing. That's a little concerning, but I blame Twitch. I'm probably going to head off in about 15, 20 minutes. Daylight savings time is over in the US, so we gotta start taking the dog out earlier. Oh, just you. Gotcha. Alright, so how are we going to do this? Let me drop that. What was that error? I know I pressed a button by accident, but... Oh, I know this error. That's fine. I know why it's happening. I'll fix it in a bit. Gotcha, so it's 3 additional seconds. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright. Again, the problem is... That's starter GUI. Let's go into the actual GUI. Inventory, if I can find it. So this frame, yeah. If I could make it so that this frame is still quote unquote interactable. Yeah, it is still interactable. So, it's so annoying. But the GUI app position doesn't see it. Oh yeah, sure. Where's the thing? So again, the problem is the frame here is the frame behind inventory. You can kind of see it back here. If I make it 0.5 transparency, you can see it. It goes all the way around here. Like I can click here and move it around, and I can make it completely transparent, and also click here and move it around, or click here, easier to see. But I can it still doesn't count as a frame for apparently for the purpose of GUI app position, or at this calculation for GUI app position I have in my code. Because if I just grab this sword and go right here, it still drops, which is concerning. If I want to move this from this spot over here, but I accidentally click the center, it'll drop it instead. I have to get a frame perfect thing, but no. Right? I am so confused. What's going on? I mean, I'm okay with that, but background transparency. Oh, it's because I have less than or equal to 1. Why do I have less than or equal to 1? Okay, so no, it is in there. It does count. I guess I'll change this to less than or equal to 0. And now it should be better. There should be never a reason that is less than 0, but I might as well do that. Alright, so if I do this now, okay, now it won't work at all. So the reason why it wasn't working when I was going in between is because there's multiple frames over there. Multiple transparent frames, specifically. Okay, so it does count it. So I'm not going crazy. Cool. So this wooden sword issue was a problem that I was hoping I wouldn't take too much of my time, but apparently it did. Anyway, I got the swords working. Now let's get the movement working, meaning dragging this sword to that spot. I'll get that moving. That should be pretty simple. It's just the released key press. Okay, so the released key press, and might as well do the right click thing too. And then when I do the right click thing, I'll get the equipment settled. All this stuff is already done in the game. In the actual live game right now, it's just the overhaul part needs to be done, which is what I'm working on. So let's do... I'm going to the code now, so let's minimize this a little bit. Client inventory, hover enter, hover leave, that's all good. Actually, I need this initialize because this is where I do all this stuff. Mouse button 1 down. Cool. Mouse button 1 up. click up, new slot. And over here, let's do right click, new slot, or yeah, new slot. Let's go to the old inventory script and basically copy myself. Let me copy myself. Inventory client. Click up. Yep, much shorter than. Although I think in this version of the code it is going to be longer. It's much shorter than click down though, even in this version of the code. So local function click up slot and oh yeah, I guess I'll just copy this. False. Cool. Next, if item then. Variables held item. So if then end. Oh, it's just a bool. Okay, so what do I want back from this? It's gonna move things on the server, that's fine. But I want this to tell me exactly where it moved. It doesn't have to tell me where it moved. It's literally the click up slot. Also, this is, there you go. Alright, so what we do here is oh wait. How do I know what slot it's coming from? So held item will be like the table of the held item, but like and that's the only important thing that's needed for the other scripts. But for inventory, I also need to know where it's coming from. Let me put right click here too, just to finish that up. Click up. Let's go local function right click slot and okay. There has to be an easy way to do this. I don't really want to create another variable, but I think I have to. Because all that's stored and held item here is the table ID of this, whatever the colloquial name is, whatever. It doesn't actually store the location of the table ID before it's held here, so. Okay, well, let's do this. Dot variables dot held slot is equal to slot dot name. Held slot is equal to nil. Cool. So we go back down here, held if, and self dot variables dot held slot, then cool. The held slot has to be nilled here too. Self dot variables dot held slot is equal to nil. Alright, now that we have that, we can do okay, I just need the item ID and the held slot. Or actually no. Yeah, the item ID and the slot. Yeah, so we do I can do the same thing. Local bool just for now. It's going to be script, not script, self dot remotes dot remote function. Do we need a function for this? Yeah, I guess we do need a function. Would make more sense for this. Invoke server, and I'm going to send self dot variables dot held slot, although I want to do to number. And then we do, actually no, I guess I'll do to number on the server. That way I do the check on the server anyway, so might as well. And then held item. So we just send both of this information. I want more information back. Actually, do I need more information back? I guess no. If bool, then this will be a little bit longer than the original one is, just because I have more things here now. The server inventories have to change. Oh geez, it's getting late though. Yeah, I'm gonna head off now. Maybe sometime in the future I'll start streaming after the dog park too, but we'll see about that. Yeah, I'm gonna head off, probably get ready for this. Anytime, man. Thanks for thinking of it as fun. I do too, but you never know. So that's gonna be it. Next time I'm gonna stream is gonna be Wednesday, uh, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna try to knock all the rest of the stuff out by then, but we'll see. So heading off. Talk to you Wednesday. Bye.